Welcome back to Midco Sports Tonight. We have Jason and Andera here to talk about some highly ranked teams, some big games. So are you ready?
I have never been more ready, Kelly. The question is, are you ready? Because I actually beat you over the last 2 weeks by 1 point. So
okay, so I'm down by 1. Wow, that's a first. Anyways, I always ask everyone if they're ready on head-to-head, and they're like, well, yeah we're here. We're here. That's why we're on camera. Okay, anyways, moving on. I'm ready to close the gap today.
Yes, go for it.
So let's start with number 2, Mitchell, and number 3, Harrisburg. Who do you have?
This is going to be a really close game. I think Harrisburg has officially rebounded from their midseason slump. The Tigers and Colonels have been powers in this class for the last 14 months, and it should be a hard-fought battle, especially on the defensive side. Harrisburg has not been themselves since they lost to in-box Elder to Douglas. 2 weeks ago, they kind of started turning things around. They had a great second half against Watertown, and last week they really turned the corner with a 41-0 shutout against Brookings. The Tigers, now that they're at home, I think they play well enough and get the win over the Colonels.
Nope, you're wrong. I go with Mitchell again. Last week they lost when I picked them. But
I think most people would agree with you on this one, by the way.
Yes, well, thank you, Jandy, but not you.
Not me.
Okay, well, anyways, game 2, the Sioux Valley Cossacks and Bridgewater Emory Ethan, the Seahawks. What do you think?
This is 1 versus 2 battle. Neither team has lost a game inside the class of 11B this year. And I think if you're going to put a line on this one, it truly would be a pick'em game. That's how close these two teams are. Sioux Valley boasts 1,400-yard rusher Damian Lucas, who's literally been running over the competition this season. But their seniors, Brendan Stoltenberg and Jake Schneider on defense, have led an outstanding unit. Sioux Falls Christian is the only team that's actually scored twice off of their starting unit this year. Bridgewater Emory Ethan, on the other hand, they lost their best player, Cole Gassman, early in the year. But Jamin Aaron has done more than make up for that slack. He's averaging 129 yards per game rushing. And last week, they beat McCook Central Montrose 27-0. They've got some impressive wins this year against Canton and Woonsocket Weston and Spring Sanborn Central. I think these two teams are going to run the ball. We know that for sure. They've combined for an average of 6.4 yards per passing attempts per game, excuse me. So you know there's going to be a lot of running in this game, but I believe that Sioux Valley has the edge. A little more physical defense. I think the Cossacks get it done.
I'm picking the Seahawks. I feel like they have the best defense in 11B, and they're the home team. So we're not agreeing.
It's going to be super close.
All right, our last game, 9-man. It's Gregory and Miller Highmore Herald. What do you think? The Gorillas?
The Gorillas? I don't know. I think Gregory will get a test here, but they simply have more playmakers than the Rustlers do. We'll get to see 2 of the best quarterbacks in South Dakota go at it head-to-head. Gregory's Andy McCants going against Miller's Karst Hunter, but the Gorillas are just loaded across the field. Both teams played close games against Bonhomme this year. Gregory actually won their game. Miller lost theirs. I think that will show the disparity in this one. Gregory's team is just a little bit better than Miller, and I think they have what it takes to close out this season at 8-0 undefeated.
Okay, we're agreeing there. I'm going with Gregory. Can't pick against the Gorillas. All right, thanks, Jandy.
You bet.
Next on the show, it's Augie Coach Talk. Carla Metz meets with Coach Jerry Oshevsky to talk about Augie's season now that we're at the midpoint. And later, hear from SDSU Associate Athletic Director of Media, Tyler Merriam, for all the updates from SDSU Athletics. This is Midco Sports Tonight.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.